Previously on Follow the Leader. We're putting on a show. The lights, the applause. Our goal is to put on a great performance that the audience loves.
So the script is a mess and the last show is a disaster, or?
Yeah.
Well, we lose the challenge and lose the character.
Yeah, so Marius just, throws all of the papers in the trash and goes the fuck home and doesn't come back. We now return to your game, already in progress. Okay, so now we get to figure out our next challenge.
I mean, the one that jumps out at me, we could do fix the script, and, but I feel like we already kind of did that whole deal.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by get the critics on our side with a sneak preview.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be good, I think.
Definitely, still not in a state that anyone should be seeing this show.
Mm-hmm.
But it is getting down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dig it. I really dig it.
Yeah.
So, what makes it difficult? Obviously it not being in a state for anybody to be watching it makes it difficult. But what else makes it difficult?
Our director is a cryptid.
Yeah.
So they can't do anything or any interviews or whatever, so it falls to people who it wouldn't normally fall to.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And delegating that responsibility is a nightmare.
Merril sent the director an email will you be there? And the director just responded, great!
Oh, yep.
Somebody let Parker in front of an interviewer, and it goes about as well as you expect.
Merril got the director in the room, and they left an hour in to go to a rehearsal for a different show.
Oh, God.
Right.
That happened to me during a tech week.
I believe
Oh
you.
my god.
Holy shit.
Okay, perfect. So, Han.
Mm-hmm.
Who starts here?
Yeah, I think it's Merril.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes, yeah.
Okay. So, I want a scene with everyone. But I don't want a scene with Parker.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think Parker needs to be there. Let me put it that way. I want a scene with Parker. I don't think Parker needs to be there. I don't think Merril would call Parker. But Merril's gonna call Persimmon.
What if he was just, in the room when this meeting was called and didn't know a good way to excuse himself?
Yeah. That
Yes.
works. That works. But I think Merril calls in Lucent and Persimmon, and Parker's just there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Parker is trying to untangle a big thing of string lights.
Yes. trying to coil extension cords.
Yes. Everybody's standing next to the door so he can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And she's got them, and she's like, all right, we're going to make this work. We're going to have a meeting. We're going to do a preview with a critic. I know we're in no shape to be doing a preview with a critic. Trust me.
Oh,
I
God.
know.
Some of us aren't.
But we're going to do it. And since the director is in Cancun, we're going to have to do it ourselves. I got a photo message that said, wish you were here, when I emailed them to tell them about this preview. So I'm just going to assume, and we're going to make this work, okay?
It's really sweet that they thought of us.
Yes, it is very sweet, Parker.
I feel like my first performance is gonna, I want it to be raw, you know? I want opening night to be opening night. This just doesn't sit right with me.
Well, you could always, you know, you don't have to be in this show.
Have to do what? What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
It's not going to be anything. It's going to be 2 audience members at most. It's going to be just like a rehearsal, except I don't even know if you're going to see him, honestly, or her. I don't remember who they're sending. It's not going to feel like a performance.
I just don't know. 2 people is, I mean, it's frankly more than I expected, and no, I can handle it. It's fine. We've got this, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
Because
I'm sure.
From your tone of voice, I'm not sure you think you can handle it.
Lucent.
No, this is acting.
I'm aware.
No, I really made you think I was nervous, so I think I'm getting better all the time.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
really convincing. I was worried there for a
Oh
second.
my god. Oh, you worried about me?
Well, I mean, of course, we've got to make this show go great, and I was worried, like, how could we lose one of our actors? It would just be so awful. I mean, at least nobody's gotten injured so far.
I can't believe you would miss me. Oh.
It's not as much of a disaster as you'd think.
Oh no, losing somebody's body parts is very disastrous.
Oh, I meant losing an actor, but...
I think that scene.
Yep.
I just want that in the movie version. That's where it cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need you all to know that I've been, like, holding an empty wine glass for the past hour. Because it just feels right.
It does feel right. It adds a whole dimension to it. Like, it's like, oh, that's the wine glass voice.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Incredible.
That was really good.
Okay, fuck, it's my turn,
Yep.
huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I want to go talk to Grace.
Okay.
I think it's just Grace.
Okay.
And I think he probably like, does she have an office?
Yeah, I think she has an office, like, down the street from the theater or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is part of the reason that she's, like, investing in it. And she was just like, it would be nice to have, like, theater in my neighborhood.
Right. Okay.
Was she supposed to be one of the people who went to the preview, or do you think?
I mean, I imagine she was invited, yeah, if she's like the...
Okay. Yeah.
But I think, like, this is him pre-preview going to talk to her.
All right. I'm going to pretend to hold an owl in my hand.
Good. As it should be. I'm going to open the picture of this lady so I can look at her while I'm speaking.
Good.
And her owl.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He does not bust down this door. I will put that out there now. He knocks on it.
Just a moment. All right. Come in.
Hi, Miss, is it Mitra? That was
Yes,
out of character.
Yes.
Miss Mitra, it's so good to see you.
Lucius, right?
Lucent.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a lot of people get it wrong. It's fine. I just wanted to, so, you know, I'm doing the show that doesn't have a name yet, you know. I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure you're familiar. I know you're attending the preview.
Hold on. I must respond to this email. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And she, like, types on her computer for, like, 5 minutes and is like, yes, the show without a name. That's not a bad name. Write that down. the show without a name. I can get some buzz.
Okay. I'll tell the crew. No, but you are coming to the preview, right?
I'm considering it. I'm a very busy woman.
Well, okay. I just wanted to give you a sort of a heads up before you see it in its current form. You know, they're all doing their best over there, and I know that. I support, everyone has to start somewhere, but, some of us are operating on sort of a different level than others, and I just wanted to let you know before you see it that I don't want this to reflect badly on those of us who are, trying to make this their career.
So are you trying to apologize for your own mistakes or your crewmates?
The latter mostly. The latter entirely.
You think quite a lot of yourself, don't you?
I'm just being realistic. Isn't it good business practice to know your own worth? I think I read that somewhere.
I suppose. Well, you've accomplished at least one goal. I will come to the preview. I am a little worried about the return on my investment, but I assume you will do just an excellent job, won't you, Lucent?
Of course. Thank you for your time, Ms. Mitra.
I hope you will make it worth it.
I think that's scene.
Good shit.
I immediately had to release all of my giggles.
Okay. Alix?
Oh yeah, I guess it is my turn. Okay. I think it should be probably right before the preview at this point. I think maybe Persimmon has just decided to take matters into their own hands and is like, I'm gonna get a reporter and if we're really gonna do this, then we're gonna do this. Or maybe actually, if I can walk that back, maybe Persimmon has decided to try to convince this reporter that it's not worth her time to come.
Oh, I super want to do that scene.
Yes. All right. Let's do that. And it's just been well, I have a simple way to do that, which is to show her what a mess it is back here.
Oh my god.
Okay. So yeah, I think Persimmon is leading Kuiper through the worst parts of backstage.
So if they're backstage, might Merril just shout things?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
So is this one of those weird performance art pieces where we're in the show right now kind of thing? 'Cause I don't get it if it is.
No, that would be really cool, actually. What we're doing is, much simpler and more boring.
Okay.
At least right now, we're really just in such a preliminary stage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still memorizing all of my lines, well, I've memorized them, all of them.
Don't you open in 4 days?
Okay, listen, let me tell you something about theater. Do you know a lot about theater?
My girlfriend took me to see Jersey Boys once when it was up at the, the big theater.
Oh, Jersey Boys is terrible. Listen.
I thought it was pretty good.
Theater isn't theater until opening night. we need every single second of our production time to perfect. Listen, I know how to control all the muscles in my eyebrows, okay? Acting is really hard, and we're just not ready yet for it.
Okay.
Betty, how many times do I have to tell you, don't use magic to hang the lights? Please! Please!
Is that standard?
No, it's really unprofessional and unstandard, and just, I'm sure we'll have that worked out by opening night, though, won't we, Merril?
Yes, we most certainly will. No, don't put the projector there, and she just runs away.
Merril is who's supposed to be making sure everything is going smoothly, and look at her. You see, she's so freaked out right now. That's not acting. She's not even an actor.
Okay. So, am I gonna get to see the show? 'Cause I kind of need to see the show. Are you?
You can see the show opening night.
Well,
that would be the optimal time to see it.
Well, I mean, the story has to go out before the show opens. How much do you know about my job?
I don't know. What is your job? Is it like...
Okay, well, normally I write the obituaries, but Kendra's out on maternity leave, and she's the one who does like the art critic stuff. She knows things about this, but she's out, and I was the only one who wasn't super busy, so they put me on it. But I do have to write this before the show opens.
Well, do you write the obituaries before the people die?
Well, no, they're not the same.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same. Theater is really related to death, if you think about it.
That's great. I still have to write this damn column so I can get paid.
You can't push it back?
No.
All right.
Listen,
okay.
I get it. I can put a positive spin on it if that's what this whole thing is about. If that's what you need.
You think that will make more people come to the show?
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't do that. Listen, fine. You can come to the preview. Could you just not bring anybody?
Well, I wasn't planning on it. That's...
Well, if you have a girlfriend, you might bring her on a date. This is a terrible date idea. Don't do it.
Duly noted. Listen, are you okay?
Acting is just hard, you know?
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
And we just have no time for anything, and just...
Well, hey, I'm gonna go, so I don't waste any more of your time, and I will be there at the preview, and I'll do my best to write up something nice about the show.
No, but not
okay?
too nice.
Not too nice. Okay, you know what? That's fine.
Okay.
Right. Okay, well, I'll see you at the preview, I guess.
Well, I won't talk to you because I'll be on the stage, acting.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Break a leg? Is that what... That's what you guys say, right?
That is what they say.
No, please don't break any legs.
That scene.
Oh my god.
This is bad.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Okay. So I definitely want a scene with Zephyr.
Yeah.
But I kind of want Kuiper to be there. I kind of want Kuiper to bump into Parker, and I want Zephyr to also be there.
Yes.
So
Zephyr's been in every scene, and no one has.
All right, J.K. Rowling.
Oh Oh my god.
Don't ever say that to me again.
Zephyr has been gay this whole time.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Okay. Yeah, sure, Kuiper's there.
So Kuiper's probably walking out, and probably Parker is trying to transport something and is not paying attention and bumps right into her. And is she holding anything?
No, I don't think so. I also want to make it very clear that she is played by, like, the grimiest version of Kristen Stewart that exists, just to, like, paint a better picture here.
God, I'm gay.
It's very important to me.
Fair.
Me too.
We're all...
Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to take a moment to appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's holding anything.
Okay, so that means Parker just, like, drops every single thing that he's ever held in his life. And is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I'll get that up. Just please don't step on that. Sorry."
Okay, are you all right?
Yes, I'm definitely fine. Especially if nobody loses any limbs. Please don't tell actors to break legs around here because they might take it seriously.
Jesus.
I think Zephyr picks up one of the things that Parker needed to pick up and just hands it to him.
He just takes it and doesn't even realize, and it's just like gathering. It's probably all of those makeup tubs that he'd been sorting through, and just
and Kuiper is just staring at this ghost, like does not know how to process this.
This ghost is mostly formless.
Okay.
And, like, mostly does not have a face. Not for any reason than they're mostly formless. It's not like they lost their... They literally lost their face. It's not like they have, like, a two-face thing going on, right?
Right. I get
it's
you.
more like a Slender Man thing going on.
Yup.
Yeah.
But a very short Slender Man.
A thick man, if you will.
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, I won't.
Anyway, yeah, so Parker doesn't even notice the ghost handing him things. I'm really sorry. Also, are you new here? You'll want to see Merril if you're new here.
Zephyr picks up Lucent's contour palette and hands it to Parker. And, like, pats it a couple times.
If only Parker knew what a contour palette looks like, huh, Lucent?
Right.
Parker just takes it and is just like, "Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you." I know it's a little overwhelming to be in theater if this is your first job, but I mean, I promise you.
No. Are you seeing this?
It's not that much of a mess. And stands up with armful of shitty Target makeup, and looks at Kuiper and then is like, "What's wrong? You look like you've seen." Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Zephyr is also kind of looking at Kuiper in confusion.
Is this... Are you...
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Zephyr pats Kuiper's shoulder.
What the fuck? I came here to review a show.
Oh, you're one of the fancy reporters who's coming. I would shake your hand, except I kind of can't at the moment, but that's fantastic. Like, I'm so excited. Are you excited?
I'm mostly... Yes, I'm very excited. Can we go back to... Do you talk?
Yes?
Are you...
Zephyr gives a thumbs down.
Oh, you mean them. No, they're fine. Unfortunately, they're not part of the show. we didn't really have any room for them in the cast, and then they were cutting a bunch of stuff out of there, and they cut all of the jokes, which would have been perfect, but, you know, I don't know anything about legends or myths or playwriting. I'm just here for the internship, but it's been pretty good.
Okay. Do you... Who were you? Is that offensive? I'm sorry. I don't really do this.
It's sort of difficult for Zephyr to answer when they don't have a voice, so they just shrug.
Oh,
Okay.
well, if you like, I can get you well, I don't know if we have a Ouija board, but I can make you something like a Ouija board, and you can talk before the show.
Zephyr, pats the contour palettes and then points in the direction of where they need to go.
Oh!
You know what? I'm good. I should be going. I need to get in the audience, I guess.
All right, well, enjoy the show.
Yeah. No, that's what I'll do. Okay.
As she leaves, Zephyr just waves.
I think that scene.
I love them.
Oh my god.
I love this ghost.
This ghost is so good.
This ghost is my new best friend.
This ghost is Lucent's best friend because this ghost got Lucent his palette back.
Yeah. Gotta treat those cheekbones right.
Yeah. I think that was the last scene of this challenge.
That was it.
Okay, so...
Okay.
So, as with the first challenge, we've added 1 white and 1 red to the pool. Now, if your main character is unhappy about the path the Fellowship has taken, hold 1 red stone. If your main character actually wants the quest to fail, hold 2 red stones. It's always interesting when you see everybody on Discord typing.
Yeah, it's good. Not enough players to do several people are typing,
Alas. But... All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have 1 red from Alix.
You know, I think that Persimmon's stage fright is really getting to them at this point. And just thinks that, you know, if it was only opening night, then that would be better. Which seems very counterintuitive. But,
yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next we each take 1 white and 1 red. As a player, do you think the Fellowship did what was necessary to succeed at the challenge? Hold white if yes, red if no. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Kales?
Okay.
Kales?
It's sending.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. I hit enter at the right time. It just decided to not send. Discord does this to me sometimes.
That's fair. Okay, so we have 3 white and 1 red, and since I'm the dissenter, I think the fact that, you know, we literally scared our reporter with a ghost, and also one of our actors tried to tell the reporter to not give us good reviews was probably not the best course of action we could have taken.
Listen, I feel like we confused her into at least writing something interesting.
Yeah, I think I can say what she wrote depending on how the outcome of the challenge goes.
Good.
All right.
All right,
okay.
and so now we're gonna roll for it. We have 4 white and 3 red, so we'll be rolling that mythical D7 again, and 1 through 3 is red, 4 through 7 is white. Oh, beans.
Oh, that's a red.
That is a red.
Well,
That's 2.
it could go okay.
Okay.
We could still win the challenge, so we're rolling a D6, 1 through 3 red. No, 1 and 2 red.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, that's a
Hey.
white. So we win the challenge.
We win the challenge, but
but we lose 1 character.
is it lose 1 character or get betrayed?
Yeah, it's lose 1
It's
character, win the
lose 1
challenge.
Okay, cool.
The only time a betrayal happens is if you have red.
Okay,
Red.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the ideas that I have are for both my characters, because like it could either be that Grace comes and is just like, this show sucks and I'm not going to fund it anymore, or Persimmon could have had like a total anxiety meltdown on stage and just like left the production, which would be really sad. But... honestly,
part of me wants to just keep Persimmon around to induce more anxiety in them. But that's because I'm mean and an angst gremlin.
Part of me wants to keep Persimmon around for more anxiety, and part of me really wants to see what Grace is like as a main character.
That's true. True. Okay, yeah. That's true.
Like,
I feel like we haven't been divorced enough.
No, this is good also because this is exactly what Lucent wanted.
Yeah.
Damn.
God.
Yeah.
It's ultimately up to Alix, but those are my cases.
Yeah. I think I've done a lot of Persimmon, so
divorcing intensifies.
Yes, it's time to divorce everything.
Lucent's getting everything he wants.
Persimmon is divorced from the Fellowship.
Oh.
I think maybe, on some level this is probably good for Persimmon, because like they probably need like therapy. I don't know.
Stage fright is real, man.
Yeah, but this also throws another wrench into the thing, because like Persimmon did have like the lead role, I think.
Yeah.
No, listen, it's fine because now Lucent has the lead role.
Oh God.
Great.
It is great.
All right. So, what's our next challenge?
I mean, it's perform, right? But I would also, whatever.
The way that the arc that we have taken, I feel like perform is almost certainly.
Yeah.
So, what makes this difficult other than the fact that we lost one of our leads and the director is still encrypted and we don't have a writer?
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, how did the article turn out?
Oh yeah.
So we won the challenge. So I think it was like largely, again, she doesn't know anything about theater. So I think it was largely like a fluff piece with like a lot of plot summary and not much criticism.
Bless.
The chairs in the theater felt real good.
Yeah. They had good snacks. There was also a ghost. I don't know if that was part of the show.
Still not totally sure what was and wasn't performance art.
It seemed like the whole experience could be performance art, but I'm not sure.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Cool.
Kuiper fell asleep when she was dragged to go see Les Mis, is what I will say.
I mean... No, I'm not being fair. I love Les Mis.
All right. So I think all of this difficulty is self-inflicted, which is great. It makes for good theater. Okay, so I guess I'll choose who starts because I feel like it. And I think Lucent starts.
Okay.
Yes, I've missed him.
Oh, okay.
I miss Lucent.
He's back, baby.
I love this trash person.
He's awful. Yeah, I think this has to be like right before the show starts, like in like the frantic mess that is backstage. And I think, let's see, who's there? God, I think what happens is that Lucent basically like commandeers Parker as his like personal assistant.
Oh boy.
God.
Is basically what has happened. Cause like that's where he's at. Yeah, so I think like I can't decide if Lucent's the kind of actor who like is in costume an hour before or like is in costume like 30 seconds before the curtain opens, and I'm leaning towards the latter.
Oh boy.
So
Gonna give Merril a heart attack.
I think I'm giving Kales a heart attack, which is fine.
You're giving both of us a heart attack. It's fine.
Yeah. So I think he's like definitely, like, still in, like, his weirdo street clothes, and it is, like, 5 or 6 minutes before places, and I think he's, like, basically sending Parker on, like, errands to, like, get him more water and, like, go tell this person that, like, my costume doesn't, you know, fit right and they have to fix it, and, like, a bunch of bullshit, basically.
Oh, so he's being that actor.
Oh, yeah.
I've got your green M&Ms. I picked them all out myself.
I'm allergic to green dye.
Oh.
What did I tell you?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Kid, he's not... Well, no, he might be that bad. Okay. But yeah, I think, like, Parker has just gotten back with, like, a bunch of safety pins, or, like... No, what it is that, like, he's making Parker, like, stand there and hold the bobby pins so that he can, like, take them and put them in his hair, like, one at a time.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. And he's like... Whew, okay. Do you just put those down? We're done. We're done with that. Do you know where's Clarice? Did you get her?
I was looking for her, but I think she went on a beer run, was what somebody said.
What is she doing leaving? God damn.
I think that, maybe it's for the best. I don't know, opening night is always a little iffy.
A little iffy? We can't be a little iffy. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just have to go out there with an ill-fitting costume, and that's fine.
Well,
it doesn't.
I mean, we found your contour palette.
It's fine. Thank you. That's great news. God, am I sweating? Do I look like I'm sweating?
No, not at all.
I feel like I'm sweating. I'm usually not nervous. Parker, what if this goes terribly?
Did Persimmon die and possess you?
No.
It's so uncanny.
Ghosts can't do that.
You sound just like them, though. Are you... Oh, is it because you're taking their part?
Of course not. What if... I need this to be perfect, and I am surrounded by idiots.
Wow, rude.
Not you. You're fine. I mean, everyone else. Just tell me it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be amazing.
Oh, okay. Go. I left my costume leotard in the other room. Go get it.
All right. I'm on it. Of course. And, like, Parker does a little salute before dashing out the door. I almost said jaunting.
And scene.
That's not...
Jaunting, yeah. That works, too. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I think that was definitely scene.
Okay. So, I mean, because Grace isn't in the show, I feel like the ideas that I have are, like, her either watching the show or, like, during intermission. But I feel like her watching the show wouldn't actually have that much, like, she wouldn't actually get to do that much. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe it is, like, during intermission. And I think, I think that she's, like, forced her way, like, backstage during intermission. And I definitely want Lucent and Parker to be in this scene. Mm-hmm. And I think also, like, I'm torn, because I want the ghost to show up again.
Well, the ghost doesn't talk much. They just do motions, so theoretically, if you wanted to also have Merril in there, we could do both.
Okay, I think I do want both. Okay, so I think Grace does her own version of, like, throwing open the door, which is that she opens it, like, pretty slowly, actually, but it's somehow very dramatic and attention-catching.
Mm-hmm. It's not that she opens it slowly, it's that the camera pans slowly and it's, like, in slow motion.
Yes, exactly. And she comes in and she just, like, claps her hands, like, once, and somehow everybody starts paying attention. And she just goes, "Listen up, everybody."
Merrill's turned around, pen at the ready, ready to go.
The first act has been a disaster. You need to turn this around. For how long is the rest of this?
It's another hour and 15 minutes.
Oh my god. Just listen, you, the one with the ego. Lucent.
Oh, yeah, hi. Yeah?
I don't feel it, you know? I just, when were you given the, like, it feels like you were just given this part, like, 2 weeks ago. I don't feel your connection to the character.
I mean, it was about 3 days ago, but, I mean, I can...
Excuse me?
What?
Where's the director? Whose decision was this?
Merril?
The director's on a coffee run right now.
Oh,
they'll be back.
Good Lord.
They'll be back hopefully in a moment.
Not before intermission is over, I shouldn't think. Oh, listen, are there ghosts in this show?
Oh, no, I think they're part of the theater. Zephyr gives a thumbs up.
Can you maybe work ghosts into the show?
Zephyr kind of looks at them like, can I?
You need to do something drastic. I'm falling asleep.
Can we put ghosts in the show? Is that allowed?
I mean, I don't think there are any laws against it.
I don't see why not.
Can we huddle for a second? Can we just
Am I invited into the huddle?
No. Theater huddle.
Oh.
Zephyr comes into the huddle.
Are we... Do you know how to do this?
Nod.
Merril?
I mean, like Parker said, there are no laws against it. I think equity would get confusing.
Will makeup stick to you?
Shrug.
Do they... Where do you put it?
I don't know. It's just I know that you have to accentuate features so they can be seen from the back. I'm not sure how visible are...
What features, Parker?
All of it? Like the entire ghost?
We don't have time for this.
Zephyr makes like a it's fine, whatever gesture.
Okay. I took an improv class. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go get into my Act 2 makeup because that is a process, and I trust you all to figure this out. Ms. Mitra, I hope you enjoy the second act. Plus ghosts.
Hope so too. Just know that I am the reason that this theater runs, and there will be no next show if the second half of this show disappoints me. All right? Is that clear?
Zephyr salutes.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that has to be seen.
Okay.
I'm so glad we put the ghost in the show.
I'm so happy.
This is everything I wanted.
I'm so happy.
Wait, whose scene was that? Okay.
Mine.
Oh, shit. That means it's my scene.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be Parker and Merril trying to do stuff for the second act.
I guess so.
So, I guess the second act is underway, and there's maybe a set change in there that Parker's supposed to be helping with. I don't know how theater works. Help me, theater people.
It's tricky because Parker wouldn't necessarily be on headset. Like, he'd just know what to do during the show, and Merril would just be, like, in the booth going, oh, please, 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 do your job.
What if
Please,
he's, like,
please,
running
please,
the
please,
fly
please.
system?
Oh my god. Yep, he's running the fly system.
What's the fly system?
It's like the system of pulleys that, like, make, like, things that are suspended, like, descend on the stage and, like, go up.
Okay.
Our fly system controlled curtains and some hanging set pieces and half the lighting rig.
Okay. So that is a good excuse for Parker to have a headset then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, because that gets
Oh, yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, in that case, I guess, Merril, call your things.
Oh no, now I have to remember how to call the show.
That's okay. No, I don't know how to call a show, so I won't know the difference.
Our
Fly
listeners
46.
will.
Stand by.
Oh yeah, it's just yeah, Fly Q11 standby, or because you probably know what that meant. That means you have to go to whichever, like, probably 46.
Are we sure? It doesn't look like they're going to be doing that scene change.
Just run the cue.
Oh, okay.
I promise. I'm watching what's going on. When I say go, that's not the cue. You just run the cue, and it is not our responsibility what they do on stage.
But what if they don't get out of the way in time?
They'll be fine. Fly Q11, go.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. And I don't know what Fly Q11 does, but
It's just something moves. It's probably not even on stage. Yeah, it's definitely not on stage. Like, there's no danger whatsoever that someone's going to get hurt by this.
except for the fact that Parker definitely feels responsible for the last major injury on the last show and is never ever.
Yeah.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
That seemed, I totally didn't get that at all.
No, they're never.
I think what does happen, though, is that, like, it comes down and then Zephyr goes through it.
Oh. Oops.
And it's, like, fine.
Yeah.
Like, Zephyr just walks through it. We didn't block Zephyr. And Meryl's like, oh, shit. We should have blocked them. So that they'd have a path. Well,
when would we have blocked them?
No, we couldn't have, but they're intangible, so they'll be fine.
I just hope that they don't make Lucent get out of place. I don't want any of the set pieces to come falling down on him.
Lucent took an improv class. Can you go make sure? Can you go make sure that Betty is running the projectors okay? I don't want the holograms to go wrong. That's the most important thing.
Yes, of course. Right.
Just go check with her, okay?
Yes. And I
Okay.
think that's probably seen.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have to figure out where... The question with my scene is, when is this set? This is probably after the show.
Mm-hmm. Although, the outcome of the challenge, like, should say whether the show went well or not.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. So, maybe this is later in the... Oh, No, I can't do that. But I can do, Merril asks Parker to get Lucent on headset when he comes off stage during like a tiny moment where he's off stage.
Okay. So he's just on headset now?
He's like very, very, very close to Parker's headset because Merril was like, no, don't take your headset off. I just need to talk
They're
to
sharing
him.
earbuds.
They're sharing earbuds. And she's just like, how's everything going for you?
I mean, how does it look?
Well, it looks like a ghost is phasing through our set pieces, but other than that, it looks like it's going fine. I just want to know how it's going for you.
I mean, it's a little weird and a little stressful, but I think it's okay.
Okay.
I'm adding in some of the jokes back, and I think that's helping.
Okay, good. Good. Just, if you're adding jokes back in, cut out some of the line. Like, if you forget something, just cut it and move on. We can't extend this any longer than we have to.
Fine, that's fine.
Okay? Parker, are you doing okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Everybody's fine.
Okay. We've got a queue coming up in... We've got a queue coming up
in 10
I need to go. So go.
I'm going.
I just wanted to check in.
Is that scene?
That's something... Yeah, that's scene.
Everybody...
like...
Everybody's possessed by the anxiety demon now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lucent, who has never felt an anxiety in his life.
Persimmon was soaking up all the anxiety like a sponge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, that was it, right?
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's it.
Now we go to our third challenge draw. The outcome of the third challenge decides the entire quest. If we fail now, the quest is lost. So, as usual, we start with 1 white and 1 red in the pool. And we also add 1 white for each successful challenge and 1 red for each failed challenge. So we had 1 of each. So each player takes 2 red. If your main character is unhappy about the path the Fellowship has taken, hold 1 red stone. If your main character actually wants the quest to fail, hold 2 red stones. Otherwise, hold no stones. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, that's 1 red.
Sorry, Parker is just having a really bad evening and having flashbacks.
Aww.
Parker is stressy.
Parker is very stressed. So, now we each take 1 white and 1 red. As a player, do you think the Fellowship succeeded at the challenge? Hold white if yes, red if no.
Well,
this will decide the entire quest, not just this challenge, and I imagine we're going to need a minute. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Alright. It's 3 white, 1 red.
I went back and forth on it for a while, and I just,
Me too.
That's fair.
I just am like, we sure succeeded in putting on a show, but I don't know if we... I don't necessarily think we succeeded at putting on an enjoyable show.
I'm just thinking about how much I enjoy watching community theater productions where, like, things are going wrong. So...
Yeah. I don't like being in those productions.
That's fair.
So that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we put the jokes back in.
Oh, honestly, I think, Zephyr has probably decades of experience, and adding Zephyr into the show was probably exactly what it needed in order to not suck so bad, so...
Zephyr's very talented.
Zephyr is...
I love Zephyr.
Okay.
Alright, so that means we have 5 white and 4 red. So 1 through 4 is red, 5 through 9 is white.
I'm so tense right now.
That's a D9,
yep,
right?
That's a D9, and I am not looking.
Mm.
Oh.
Well,
our chances of getting a red have gone down.
Yep. So 1 through 3 red, 5 through 8 white.
Looking between my fingers.
I'm not looking at all.
Okay. Yay! Yes! That was a 6.
Okay.
Thank God.
So,
may I make a suggestion? Because since it's red-white, we lose a character, but we win the quest. May I suggest that we lose Zephyr because Zephyr got to fulfill the last thing holding them to this plane by being in a play.
Oh no, that's really, really good.
That's really good.
No, I love it. I love it a lot.
That's extremely good.
That's
like
so
the show
good.
ends and like the curtain falls and they just like
They take a bow and like they just don't come back up.
yeah.
Oh, oh,
Oh, I love it. Okay, good.
oh, Zephyr.
So it turns out it was exactly what we needed to not have a sucky show. And I think, you know, maybe not necessarily rave reviews, but everybody thought it was really interesting.
A ghost showed up in Act 2.
There's only one problem, though. That means that we lost the actor for the ghost in Act 2, so now Lucent has to do the entirety of Act 2 pretending that there's a ghost for the rest of the run of the show.
No, what if they make Parker do it? Because it's a silent role, and they just put him in a lot of, like, white makeup.
Make him wear a sheet.
Yeah. That's the true epilogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parker
Oh
does
my
a great
God.
job.
Yes. Perfect. Beautiful.
Good.
Hey,
Okay.
we didn't make it sad, y'all.
I'm so proud of us.
We did a little bit.
It was poignant. It was poignant.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was a little bit of poignancy after a whole lot of bullshit, so
Yeah.
like...
Yeah.
Hey, if that's the tone of this podcast, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Do we do the thing where we summarize what our characters
Yes. Yes.
do after? Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do we just want to go in regular turn order
Yes.
then?
Starting with Kales.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Merril kind of goes, okay, no, I can't, like, stage manage anymore. I have to find some... It's not worth the little money, like, how little money I make for it. So she, like, kind of sets off, because she's got to find another day job, because there is no way that she's going to make, like, any money being a criminal. So she's, like, gotta find, like, a day job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think Lucent, like, has an illustrious career in regional theater. He gets his equity card. And...
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yep. I think he's still a nightmare to work with. But...
Oh.
But I think after this show, I think he mellows out a little bit.
But a little bit.
A little bit. Not enough to not make him a nightmare, but just a little bit mellower.
Aw.
But yeah, I don't think he ever makes it above the level of regional theater, but I think he does fine.
Aw. Okay. I think Grace is very pleased that it was her idea that, like, kind of saved the show. But she becomes very interested in ghosts. And while she does keep, like, funding the theater, she also starts to fund, like, paranatural research.
Yes.
On the philosophy that just adding ghosts to things makes it better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, possibly starts, like, a really, like hire some people to start, like, a really shitty, like, ghost hunting, like, web series.
Incredible.
Fuzzbead Unsolved.
Yes. And it's pretty profitable, so.
Yeah. I think that after the first couple of shows, Parker actually gets really into the role of being the ghost and decides that instead of completing his degree in what he was originally going to, he decides to get a theater minor while he's at it.
Aww.
And I don't know, you know, he probably follows Lucent's career pretty closely. Maybe becomes becomes a theater journalist. Who knows?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I had to join the train.
Wow.
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 We're terrible people.
We're awful.
Okay, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So This has been a production of Follow the Leader, and I have been your host, Dora, and you can find me at Harpy Dora on Twitter.
This has been, I continue to be Kales. You can still find me on Twitter at Citadel of Swords.
And I'm Han. You can find me on Twitter at Mercutios.
And I will be Alix for the foreseeable future, and you can find me on Twitter at Kismet Nemesis.
Okay. Well,
awesome.
I don't know a really great way that isn't awkward to sign off, so we're signing off now. Bye.
We'll just fade it out under the music. It's fine.
We'll fix it in
We'll
post.
fix it in post.
Wow.
Fix it in post.
All right. All right.